What up, YouTube? It's the Ways, and I'm Tia, and today we're back with another video. I'm so excited! Today should be June 3rd, which is still in a Gemini season. So today I am going to bring you a continuation to the previous video I did with the Gemini 2 palette by Melt Cosmetics, and we are gonna get into the Gemini palette. Yes. So if you want to see this palette and all of its glory, then definitely please keep watching. Just gotta let you know this video is definitely dedicated to a very special Gemini in my life. I only have a couple, okay? And this one is my dad, Mr. Newman. And I love him so much. He goes by so many different names. Mr. Newman, Brian, Busy Bee, like, okay, pain in my rear. But I love him. And he is a Gemini, so I thought it would be fitting to go ahead and bring you the Gemini palette in a review and give you my thoughts on this beauty. I have not used it. I have not swatched it. I'm so excited. If you are not part of the fam gang, I need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button at the bottom while you're there. Go ahead and hit the notification bell as well so you can be updated when I upload new videos. Go ahead and give me a big thumbs up while you're there too, so that way I know you're feeling the vibe on this channel, okay? And yeah, let's get into this Gemini palette. Lego. Here are the swatches of the Gemini palette by Melt Cosmetics in natural lighting on my skin tone. Okay, so you've seen the swatches of this beautiful palette. I personally have not touched it yet or swatched it yet. If you can see though, it has some greens, we have a black, and then it goes into some neutrals. So it is a very color friendly palette, I think, and especially if you like greens, then it is a dream come true. So I don't know if I'm gonna do 1 looks or 2 looks, but I had picked out what I wanted to use, and I was gonna go more on the neutral side, but my dad, if I'm paying homage to him as well as trying out the Gemini palette, I need to go into these greens, if you know what I mean. He loves money. He loves that Mary Jane, okay? And it's just fitting for me to go ahead and get into these greens. He is kind of grungy, okay? He's very loving. He definitely has that split personality twin thing going on, like my son. Okay, let's not get it twisted. It's just crazy that they're both Geminis and they act so much alike. Like, it's literally insane. And then my son is very tall and his dad is very short. And my dad is tall, so he got it from Mr. Newman. Okay, so yeah, it's just crazy how much they are alike. But anyways, I'm babbling. Let me get into this palette. I'm going to bring you a little closer. I think this is about as close as I want to get. I feel like when I do my eyes and then I watch back the videos on YouTube on my phone, I feel like I'm hecka close, and then, you know, even when I'm further away, you can still see what's going on. So I kind of want to test it out to see if the focus will stay, the clarity will stay of the video by not being so close, if that makes any sense. So just real quick to catch you up what I did on my face. I did wash my face. I did go in and moisturize. And I used also as a primer the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. But on top of that, I also wanted to use something a little glowy. I think I'm going to go in with like more of a mattifying foundation today. Oh, my dog has lost, Paris has lost her mind. Hold, please. Okay, she wanted to eat up some shoes. Not mine. My husband. But if he knew, I would get blamed because it's my Paris. Anyways, I went in with the LMS Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. So this just gives a glow. I don't know if you can see the glow lit from within type of situation on my face. Honestly, I want to get through it as well, but I thought it was fitting as we're coming into summer. I went ahead and used the Fenty Brow MVP. And this is in a black brown. I love this pencil for my brows. I cleaned up my eyes and spot corrected. I cleaned up the top part of my brows and spot corrected with this Item Beauty Air Hug Concealer. And this is in the shade 350. It's very close to my skin tone. That's why I'm kind of using it as a spot corrector plus cleaning up my brows. I think it's perfect for that. When I try to go in and clean up underneath my brows, I won't feel in the color. Okay, I got this in a BoxyCharm, so I wasn't able to test it, but I think I actually like the concealer. I'm going to use it underneath my eyes a little bit, but I also went in with the Vision Cream Color by Danessa Myricks in number N07. Yes, I have this little ghetto thing here to keep it closed so it doesn't go bad, but I am in the process of ordering one of these. If you've seen my Danessa Myricks / Charlotte Tilbury takeover, you know that I am filling that concealer / a foundation. So that's what I use to prime my eyes, and you are all the way caught up. So without further ado, I'm going to, you know, make sure I have no creases because that is a very creamy product. And we're going to jump into the Gemini palette. Yes! Yeah, I think I want to do a two-tone crease, and then I think I want to go into some shimmer. So let's see what it do. I'm going to go into the color Mochi. It looks like this grungy mustard yellow with like a green undertone, and I'm so excited. So I'm going to take one of my favorite brushes right now, which is the Yolanda Waye 216 brush. It's a very fluffy, and I'm going to go into the color Mochi. I have not swatched this palette like I said, and we're just going to set it here in the front part of my eye. And I'm going to kind of pack it in because I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of pigment. I probably should have went in with more of a brighter concealer base. You can see it, but it's kind of turning green, like olivey green, and I thought it was going to be more yellow. It's still cute, still cute. Okay, that's cool. Jay want to say hi.
Hey guys, make sure to like and subscribe. You see that red thing at the bottom, whatever color it is? Can you just tap it for my mom beautiful face, and for cooking shows, and for help and support? Thank you.
He really want me to do this cooking stuff. Thanks, Jay.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be watching those cooking shows for days. Be studying.
Okay, well, if they're for your arsenal, son, I'll definitely ensure that I have that, you know, coming soon. He loves my cooking.
It should be called Cooking My Way.
So thanks, Jay. Anyway, okay, so let's get back into this oil, whatever. I'm gonna fix this lighting. So I'm just evening this color out on both sides. I think I should have used a brighter base. I see it. I just wanted to see it more, and I wanted it to be more yellow. So that was, I had, like I said, I have not swatched this palette yet when I'm actually applying it. So I wouldn't have known. So I have it in the crease, and I'm also going to bring it like in here a little bit. The front part of the eye. So I really want to see this color. And I like the tone. I think it looks natural, so that's cool. It's not too much. So if you want to play with greens, then you know that it's not going to be like, oh my gosh, you have green shadow on all up in your face. So they blend nicely though. Like, it's blending really good. So I'm not mad at that at all. Like, very good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my color switch. And I'm going to see if I can get a little brighter with this color called Lorelli. I think it's called Lorelli. So you can see the tone difference in Mochi and Lorelli. This has a little bit more yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same brush and use my color switch. This color does have a little kick up in the pan. Not a big deal. I'm just going to tap it off, and I'm going to drop it right here in the front part of my brow. Yeah, it's so close to my skin tone. At least I can see what the colors do. That's cool, because what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take the shimmer in the brow bones. So that's okay. Try to get as many colors in this look as possible. I've been lusting after this palette for so long. It's not even funny. I loved what I did with the Gemini 2 palette. You definitely have to check out that video. I think it came out very good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stick with my same brush. I'm going to use my color switch by Sigma. And I'm going to go into the color... I'm going to go into Leo, which is this darker green here. Because I think I'm going to deepen it up with Bonnie. I was at first going to go with Fire OG. But I think I'm going to go into a Leo with the same brush. It's interesting that we have a Leo in the Gemini palette as a name. I'm just going to pat this color. I really like this brush. Because it's soft. It's small enough for my eyes. So, yeah, I'm just going to pat this where I want it in the crease here to get that two-tone crease effect. Ooh, so easy to blend these shadows. Like, I really like this. And this is more of a army green. Yes. You guys, if you don't know and you're new to my channel, I love a good green. So I'm just keeping it in the crease. And I'm going to go on the other eye. Same thing, just pressing it. Really, I don't have to do too much like wiper motions because these seem to just blend out so good. I'm very impressed. I don't know if I said, but this is a 10 pan palette. The same as the Gemini 2 palette. So, yeah, very good. I like that all these colors are so versatile, and somebody that maybe you want to keep it neutral and then you could just pop like, you know, Leo on your bottom lash line and be good to go. So I think that these two palettes, the Gemini and the Gemini 2 palette, are like a neutral lover's dream with a pop of color. Like, it's more my deal for neutrals, but also wanting like some color. I think the color stories are perfect. So I'm just deepening up in this crease a little bit. And that's that. Okay, I'm going to wipe off my brush. I'm going to go back into Mochi, which was the first shade, just right in here. Just to make sure we didn't lose that tone. Okay. Yeah, I'm obsessed with that army green. Like, yes. Okay, before we deepen up the edges, I'm going to take this Sigma E33. which is a detailed diffusion crease brush. It's a very, very small. And I'm going to go into Fire OG. I'm going to go into Fire OG, and I'm just going to take it from the edge of my crease, like literally in the crease. Kind of like just right here, windshield wiper motions. And just kind of blend those two colors together in the crease, if that makes sense. Blending Leo and Mochi together. And giving it a little bit more depth in the crease, like in the socket of my eye. Do the same on the other eye. So Fire OG is a little lighter than Leo, but deeper than Mochi, and still like a grungy green color. And I like it. Yes. I feel like Fire OG, because of the tone, I could really just, I'm going back into Mochi real quick. I could really just throw that all over my lid, and that would be cool. Yeah, so then I'm going to go into this E25 brush by Sigma, and I'm going to go into Bonnie, which is the black. And we're just going to deepen this up on the outer V a little bit and see how the black performs. Just gonna, it doesn't have as much kick up in the pan, I don't feel, a little bit, as the other shadows, but like I said, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna drop that on the edge here and then kind of bring it up and feather it into my lash line. And that's that. And I just really want to keep it focused on the outside V and down the first part of the lower lash line, so we kind of have a smoke effect. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And I think that this brush is really good for it because it's very flat, but then it's kind of fluffy. So it's not too harsh, but it is kind of precise. And I'm really just patting. These colors are nice. Like, you don't have to do much blending. It's just like pat the color where you want it and it blends. Like, yes. Very good. So that's that. And kind of blend into the crease. Pat it into the crease where you had your other colors. And then I'm going to take the color with Fire OG, the brush. I'm going to take the brush with Fire OG and the color. And just kind of blend that here. Ooh. All right, cool. Yes, I'm feeling this for sure. You know I like a smoky moment. Okay, so let's do some shimmer. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to go into Goals. There's only 2 shimmer colors in this palette, just like in Gemini 2, which, fine. I like a matte palette if we have some good mattes, so I'm not mad at it. Let me swatch it because I haven't swatched it. So Goals, ooh yes, it has a little gold to it. And then I want to swatch a Gemini. Gemini's a little bit more flaky and reflective. Yes. Okay, cat hair everywhere. I feel like Angelica Nyquist with the cats, like, and I only have one. It could be dog hair. Alright, so what I think I want to do is I'm going to take a Morphe 456 brush, which is, it's a little smaller, it's a little fluffier, and we're going to use this. So I'm going to go into Goals, which is the green, and I am definitely, I want it to look metallic-y, so I am going to spray it. I'm just going to use my Versali spray because I like using this for like shadows because I really don't like it all over my face. It smells weird. So yeah, we're going to do that. And then I'm going to kind of just pat this all over the lid. Yeah, I like that. I'm kind of just patting it and moving the shimmer around. It doesn't have to be too precise or anything like that. I love the gold in there. And I'm not going all the way out to the edge, but I'm not really worried about like where it goes, if that makes sense. And I'm using a fluffier type brush. Normally I would use a flat brush, but I just wanted to see the kind of effect I got, and I actually like it. It just makes it more shimmery, I think, and more less metallic-y. And that's kind of cool. So yeah, that's what that is. Let me even this out. So I'm going to go back into goals. And I'm going to spray it. And then we're going to pat it on. Kind of like I would do foundation. Kind of patting it where I want it. Not really swiping too much. More of a pat. More of a pat swipe. Like a pat rice. Shout out to my cousin. No, like a pat swipe. I'll definitely shout out to my cousin because she's a Gemini rising and a Gemini moon. Didn't know that. So yeah, shout out to her too. So glad to get my hands on these palettes for Gemini season and bring them to you guys. And hopefully you got inspired and want to pick them up, because I think, look at that. I love it. You guys know I love color. Okay. I love it. I'm going to take, I want to use more shimmer. Like, why not? I want to take the Yolanda Y27 brush, and we're just going to pop that shimmer in our highlighted area. I don't know if I'm going to spray it. But this is Gemini. Just on the outside there. Oh, I don't know if you can see the glory of this, if it's picking it up on camera, but I see the gold, I see the bronze orangey effect in there. I'm trying to show it to you. But I didn't want to spray it because I didn't want it to be too like in your face, but I wanted to kind of just be like a shimmer that's kind of all over the place. So I'm going to go back into Leo, and I'm just going to get right back into that crease to blend that shimmer and Leo together. Paris wants to make her debut. I love that part though. I don't even know. Oh, okay, you guys. Like, there is nobody there. Let me even out this eye. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got Gemini in my brow bone. You know where I'm well, I don't know if you know, but I am going to pop a Gemini into my inner corner as well. I didn't go on the inside here. I just kind of kept it in my brow bone. I cannot wait to play with more of these colors, but this is where we're at. We used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors in this palette. It might not seem like it because Lorelli I didn't use a whole bunch of, but I cannot wait to jump into this color all over my lid as like a transition shade. I think it's going to be beautiful. But yeah, we used a lot of colors in here so far to create this look, and I absolutely love it. I love greens, and I love grungy greens and army greens, and I love this shimmer. It's giving all the vibes. So easy to use, so easy to blend. Like, I really have no words. So let me finish my face. We put on some foundation, and I will show you the final look. Okay, guys, so I'm not done with my face, but I have most of my face already done. I will go over the products when I wrap up the video and what I did use to create this look so far, and I have to say I'm loving it. But I wanted to go in and finish up underneath my eyes with you and maybe try to play in a couple more colors. So yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna take, okay, yeah, let's go into some more colors. I'm gonna go into this color Cupcake, which is this brown. It's kind of a neutral brown. And I'm gonna take it on the outside of my bottom lash line. And I'm just gonna pat it. Okay. And then I'm going to add a little more. And this is at like an angle, so this is nice. And I do want it to be smoked, so I'm cool with that. Let's do the other eye. Okay. I think that will be a nice color on the lid too. These neutrals are nice. I love good mattes. Because if you have a good matte palette, then you can throw any shimmer on with them, which is awesome. So that's cool, that color. Let's go ahead and I'm going to wipe it off on my color switch the brush, and I'm going to go back into Lorella, which is the yellowy kind of shade, which I don't know if it really shows up yellow on me. But we'll kind of blend that over in the inside and on the outside of what we just did with Cupcake. Yeah, I wish it was a little brighter, but also I didn't use a very, like, I kind of mix my concealers together. I mix both the Item and the Color Vision from Danessa Myricks together underneath my eyes, so it's not that bright. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and take the pencil brush that we used earlier, or the small little tapered brush here, by Playing in Makeup by Yolanda, that we used Gemini on, which is the shimmer, the orangey gold shimmer here. I'm going to take that color again, but this time I am going, because it is more flaky than Goals, which was the green that we put on our lids. I'm going to spray this one for sure, because now I have my whole face almost done, and I don't want any fallout, but I'm going to use this as the inner corner highlight. I don't know whose dog is out there barking. It's not mine. Paris is on the floor. Seven is in his cage or on the floor in the living room. So I have no idea whose dog that is. If you hear a dog, it is not me, and it is not animal cruelty going on over here, okay? So remember that. Okay, to the other eye. Wow, I really like this. I just want to say too, my dad, you know, it's his birthday, June 3rd, today, when this video should be going up. And I asked him to pick out some colors like I did my son. He did pick some of the greens. We kind of picked them together. You know, he supports the channel so much. He has from day one. But is my dad into makeup? Not so much. But he is into his kids, and there are 9 of us. I live in Arizona. The rest of my family lives in Sacramento, most of them. And that's all my brothers and sisters too. And my grandmothers, and everybody's there, you know. Me and my dad met at 18, and thank God, like, he has definitely blessed me in so many different ways. Just knowing him and the knowledge. He is a player. He thinks he's a pimp. He's not. But he's blessed my life and my family in so many ways. And the kids. And thank you, Dad. I love you. And I don't know where I would be without you. Well, I wouldn't even be here if you wasn't, like, doing the most, okay? But anyways, I just want to throw that out there and say that I really love my dad, and I just want to wish him a very happy birthday, because I know he will watch it. How much he pays attention to, I don't know, but he will see this part, and I just want him to know how much he has impacted my life, and I just thank him for everything that he has done for me in the past, 20 years. So thank you so much, Dad, and I love you. Let me wrap up this look, and let me bring you the final look. Yes, so this is the final look using the Melt Cosmetics Gemini palette. And I am in love. I love this palette. For one, it was so easy to use. We ended up going in, let me recount, because we did use the bottom, trying to fix this little mini afro, okay, going on the top of my head. We did use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 10 colors to create this look, and it was so easy. It wasn't like, oh, I need to use this one, I use that one. I just decided to use them, and they all work so perfectly and cohesive together. I definitely recommend picking up this palette. I definitely recommend picking up the Gemini 2, as they are different. I didn't get into the greens in the Gemini 2, but I'm so glad I got into the greens in this palette. So I did finish up this look using the Vision Cream Cover by Danessa Myricks in number 7, and best believe I have a Sephora haul mini place. Mind your business. I know I shouldn't be buying anything. It's done with. It's bad. It's bad. Okay, it's bad. No more. June, done. May, I couldn't help it. Why are they dropping all this stuff though? Okay, so I did go in with that concealer and the Item Beauty to conceal my face, dark spots. Like, I really went in with that. Most of my face is probably concealer. Then I went in with the Fenty Skin Tint, Fenty Beauty Skin Tint, and this is in number 19, which is the Ease Drop. And I put that all over my face and blended it out. It looked beautiful, okay? I went ahead and set my face and underneath my eyes with the Beauty Bakery Bite Size Pinch of Flour, and this is in a Plantain, and I just used that to set underneath my eyes and bring down and set all my foundation and concealer and bring down the shine and whatnot. For bronzer and blush and contour, I actually went into the Black Radiance True Complexion Cream Contour Palette. I love this thing. It has creams in here, so I mixed these two colors together, and I did that as pretty much my blush and my bronzer all over my face. I did set it with the True Complexion Contour Palette in Medium Deep, which is the powder version. I used the highlight in this palette for my cheeks and on my nose, and I thought it was fitting because if you could tell, it kind of has that goldy orange vibe of the palette, and I thought it was perfect. I finished off my eyes using the Lash Adult by Lancome mascara, one of my favorites right now. And for my lips, I think that's everything. For my lips, I went in with the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint, and this is in Unveil, which is one of my favorite nudes and liquid lipstick formulas. And then I took the cream in the Black Radiance Cream palette. I took the highlight in here, and I just popped it on top. Like, literally took it on my finger, which that is a pretty cream highlight anyways, and just pat it on my lips. And that is the vibe. Okay, Paris, give me a second. So let me wrap up this look because my dog needs to go to the bathroom. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope you'd enjoyed this look that we did using the Gemini palette by Melt Cosmetics. I'm in love with this brand. I'm in love with these two palettes that I used. I love this look that I used. All the products will be in the description of this video. If you are feeling the look, definitely give me a big thumbs up and give me a green heart in the comments, okay? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're not part of the fam. Gang, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks so much and have a great day. Peace.